Well, here's a twist Trump didn't see coming from his avenging angel of judicial delay, Judge Aileen Cannon. She's the judge he thought might be in his pocket, or at least on his side, or maybe looking out for his best interests. But as you'll learn, today's turn of events regarding Judge Cannon and the Mar-a-Lago classified documents case has added further frustration to long weeks of embarrassing events that has left Donald Trump looking drained.
You look well.
It's an honor to be with you. Let me just say, it's great looking at that logo. I've seen that sucker a long time.
Yeah.
Discombobulated.
And no third, I'll tell you what, and I hope the military revolts at the voting booth. I went to a boat company in South Carolina. Well, they weren't really that angry. They bit off the young lady's leg because of the fact that they were not hungry, but they misunderstood who she was. These people are crazy. He said there's no problem with sharks. They just didn't really understand a young woman swimming now really got decimated, and other people too, a lot of shark attacks. So I said, so there's a shark 10 yards away from the boat, 10 yards. Do you feel the breeze? Because I don't want anybody going on me. We need every voter. I don't care about you. I just want your vote. I don't care.
Depressed.
Tonight, former President Donald Trump taking his next step as a convicted criminal, meeting for the first time with a probation officer before he's sentenced next month.
And downright disoriented.
See you later.
More waving to non-existent crowds and insulting the ones that actually showed up. Well, the heat and the pressure must really be getting to him. He's not a young man, and he's hardly the picture of health. I can only imagine, well, today's bad news from Florida will only compound his headaches and maybe make him reach for a double Whopper with cheese. Because today's news from Judge Cannon could push him over the edge.
On November 5th, 2024.
Judge Aileen Cannon has ruled somewhat surprisingly not in favor of Trump. On a petition made by his attorney, she's virtually blindsided Trump by not allowing his attorney's request to dismiss 6 of the 41 counts against him. In a moment, we'll read her most recent unfavorable to Trump decisions in the protracted Mar-a-Lago documents case. Now, keep in mind, this is from a judge whose decisions have long seemed to favor Trump.
Donald Trump may have lost his New York City criminal case, but the delays in his criminal prosecutions in Florida and Georgia are dealing him a pretty winning hand. Down in Florida, in Trump's federal criminal prosecution over his handling of classified documents, Judge Aileen Cannon continues to entertain a very long list of specious arguments to dismiss this case entirely.
But today, Judge Cannon zigged when Trump expected she would zag, and here's how. The federal judge presiding over the classified documents case against former President Donald Trump and 2 of his associates denied a request on Monday to dismiss some of the charges in the indictment. The defendants had sought to throw out more than half a dozen of the 41 counts in the indictment, which accuses Trump of illegally hoarding classified documents from his presidency and of conspiring to conceal the sensitive files from the government. Well, does this mean the Florida tide is turning against Trump? Only time will tell. But this can't be good news today after a long week of very bad Mar-a-Lago-centered mojo.